Life unbounded for a habitable planet. We get some pretty chilly temperatures. Credit NASA and JPLAdvertisement as the northern parts of North America experience some extreme low temperatures. It's interesting to consider just how cold our planet can be in places. Of course, it's also important to recognize that these temporary, localized deep freezes in the US and Canada also come against a backdrop of indisputable global warming. Indeed, the mechanism for chilling lower latitudes than normal is the relative weakening of atmospheric flows that otherwise helped separate polar cold air from the rest of the planet. That weakening is directly attributable to changes brought about by global warming and anthropogenic greenhouse gases, but there ended the sermon. The actual record holder for the coldest natural environment on Earth is a toss-up between two locations in Antarctica. The best-known place, if anywhere in Antarctica can claim to be, is Vostok Station. Sitting deep inside the continent at an altitude of 3,488 meters, this research site has the lowest temperature ever measured in situ at ground level, hitting an astonishing -89.2 Celsius, -128.6 F or 184 Kelvin, in 1983. But there is another contender for this record. Fuji, or Domef, is almost 70 degrees in longitude away from Vostok, but at the same latitude of close to 78 degrees south, and sits around 3,810 meters altitude. In 2010, satellite data on surface temperatures of a ridgeline area close to Dome Fuji indicated a low of -93.2 Celsius, -135.8 F. This extraordinary cold was a measurement of the ice surface temperature, whereas the Vostok data reflected the local air temperature. In that sense, it's not really fair to compare these 2 points, but it's probably fair to say that somewhere among the high points of Antarctica are Earth's coldest natural places. Of course, they're not the absolutely coldest places on Earth. Those, rather ironically, exist precisely because the planet is mostly much warmer and habitable by a variety of surface life. Indeed, if you live anywhere near a major urban center, you are probably close to a place that sits at around -263 Celsius, 10 degrees above absolute zero, in the liquid helium of your local MRI facility. And elsewhere on the planet, in a variety of laboratories, you might find even lower temperatures. The current record, as far as I know, is for chilling a piece of rhodium metal to 0.00000000001 degrees above absolute zero, which is substantially colder than the mean temperature of the universe's background radiation field, at about 2.725 Kelvin. So take heart if you're experiencing a polar cold. It will get warmer again, and it could be much worse. The views expressed are those of the authors and are not necessarily those of Scientific American. Writes. Scharf is director of astrobiology at Columbia University, and has an international reputation as a research astrophysicist, and a lecturer to college and public audiences. The UK's Guardian newspaper has listed his blog Life Unbounded as one of their hottest science blogs, while an editor at Seed magazine called it phenomenal, informed, fresh, and thoughtful. Scharf is author and co-author of more than 100 scientific research articles in astronomy and astrophysics. His work has been featured in publications such as New Scientist, Scientific American, Science News, Cosmos Magazine, Physics Today, and National Geographic, as well as online at sites like space.com and phys.org.com. His textbook for undergraduate and graduate students, Extrasolar Planets and Astrobiology, won the 2012 Chambliss Prize of the AAS. His articles and reviews have appeared in such prestigious publications as Science, Nature, the Astrophysical Journal, and monthly notices of the Royal Astronomical Society. Dr. Scharf is a regular keynote speaker at academic meetings, such as for the American Physical Society, museums, and both public and private venues, including the American Museum of Natural History, the Rubin Museum of Art in New York, He has been a guest on Krulwich on Science AT NPR, William Shatner's Weird or What, and has served as a consultant to editors and producers at National Geographic Magazine, The Science Channel, The Discovery Channel, and The New York Times. The fairy tale Asteroids Oumuamua Legacy Astrobiology Highlights of 2018 Scientific American Space.